Hey guys, on today's video we're going to review Doyle's new multimeter. This is their top of the line multimeter from their collection. I think there's either 2 or 3 of them on their multimeter list. They have a top of the line clamp meter too. But I don't know if I'll be getting it. This is going to be a truck loadout device here, so just in case I ever need it and I'm not and I don't have a multimeter with me, it's right here. So this is a 1000 volt HVAC and auto AC/DC digital multimeter. It's rated Cat 4 600 volts and Cat 3 at 1000 volts. For professional technicians and electricians, it says professional grade Cat 4 600 volt and Cat 3 1000 volt safety ratings. Measures up to 1000 volt AC/DC voltage, 10 amps AC/DC current, 60 mega ohms resistance, temperature, capacitance, frequency, duty cycle, and tests diodes and continuity. It's got true RMS technology and 6000 count display for increased accuracy. Low impedance, which is pretty cool that it has that mode for identifying and eliminating ghost or stray voltages, which is good. LED alert feature reduces the chance to blow fuses and will identify when a fuse is blown. Lighted dial and buttons for ease of use in dark areas. So this is its capacities right there, its capabilities. Independently tested, professional quality and safety. So we're going to say check the country of origin, made in Vietnam. And okay, so there's 2 different ones. So it's just this one and another one. This one is specifications, auto manual, all auto, TRMS, both of them have it. Battery test, the 500 has it, this one doesn't, at least I don't know if it does. AC/DC voltage, it's 1000. Anything in the yellow is what this model is. It's got millivolts, DC and AC millivolts, which is good. So we can test in the millivolt capacity. AC/DC milliamps and microamps, which is good. Resistance 60 amps. Diode test 3.2 volts. Capacitance 99.9 MF. Auto power off. All good. Lighted display. Relative reading. Also checkmark. NCV function. Oh, that's pretty cool. It has an NCV function. Nice. Minimum max. Check. Temperature. Does minus 328 to 2372 Fahrenheit. Frequency 1 megahertz. Duty cycle, check mark, hold, range hold, lead alert, low impedance, check mark. And this is IP65 rated, so that's pretty cool. Lighted buttons and dials, check mark. Analog bar graph, check mark. VFD settings, check mark. Magnetic hanger included. Oh, that's going to be nice. I know some Klein stuff has that, and I think Field Piece and maybe some Flukes have that magnetic hanger, so that's pretty cool. Safety rating. Cat 4 at 600 volts and counts at 6000. So pretty good. And it comes with the case. We're also going to be testing the non-contact voltage tester with infrared thermometer. And this is model number NCV IR, Cat 4 to 1000 volt rating. It's got the professional Cat 4 1000 volt safety rating, combines non-contact voltage testing with infrared temperature measurement in one pen style design. 4:1 distance to spot ratio. Silent mode, IP54 rated, so we got that. Pocket clip for convenient storage. LED reverse contrast display, nice. And let's see the back. Voltage range, 12 volts to 1000 volts. Temperature range, minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit to 536 Fahrenheit. Excuse me, I just sneezed. 536 degrees Fahrenheit, and then which is minus 30 degrees Celsius to 280 degrees Celsius. IP54 rated, made in the Vietnam. So this is going to be good. Like I said, I like Vietnamese quality. They might become little mini Taiwan pretty soon. They've been doing a good job with their manufacturing. All right, so we're going to open this up. I'm going to put it on pause and open it up, and then when we come back, you'll see everything open. All right, guys, just to let you guys know, the batteries go in one way. I just put this on here. The new meters all come with the Edge Thunderbolt Edge batteries from Harbor Freight brand. That's pretty good. So the positive side is going to go down, both batteries. I like the fact that they're using their Thunderbolt. It's got a little gasket here, like an O-ring, to protect it from water, maybe dust. And you just close it up. There it is. And then, guys, just to let you guys know, here's the cover plate for the multimeter. There's 2 screws, so you got to get the screw that's at the bottom, and you also got to get this screw right here. So there's 2 screws, 1 and 2. So I use the screwdriver here, and again, this one comes with the Thunderbolt Edge batteries. Cool. All right, here we are with the multimeter. I have it all put together. It comes with this little strap, and I'm going to say this is pretty much for the leads, the test leads, to strap them up together so they're not in a bunched up mess. It comes with your temperature probe, which we won't be using today to test, and these little caps that go on the ends of these to cover them up when you're not using them. And we have the test leads here, and if you need to extend them to go inside a little more recessed area, you can take off the caps. But in the meantime, we'll just use it like this and do some testing. We're going to work out this. So let's test for like a battery. I know it doesn't say it has a battery testing thing according to the package, but you can still test batteries. So on this one, it says the DM500 model has a battery test. I don't know if they mean like a car battery or like a regular battery, but you can still test it. So let's try it out over here. So you have different voltages here. So the little wavy line is AC. The straight with the dotted lines underneath is DC voltage. Batteries are DC voltage. Outlets and plugs are the little wavy line voltage, just for people that don't know. All right, so because this is going to be a professional, and homeowners can buy this because this is a pretty good price. This is $59.99 if I can remember correctly. Well, I think it was $59.99. But let's put this in DC voltage. Let's check it out, guys. Oh, by the way, it has a hold button. Let's see what this is. Oh, you can shut off the lights. You can have it displayed like this, but let's put it on so we can see better. All right, let's try out this battery. Now, normally these batteries are about this is a lithium energizer, and it says 1.5 volts. I don't know if you can see that. 1.5 volts. And we're going to test it out. It's got to have 1.5 volts or a little bit greater than that, and then we'll see how this tests out. It's got 1.73 volts, 1.733 volts. So it is working good. And just to let you guys see it, I have this little battery tester here from Cobalt, and it's a good battery, guys. So I mean, there's not much to say about that. You know, this little test right here. Let's test for continuity. Hold on one second. All right, guys, this is continuity. So basically, this is one wire. This is a little piece of 12-2 wire. What we want to test is continuity. Make sure that the circuit is not broken in the middle. And the way you do that is testing continuity. So we're going to put this in continuity right now. So the little symbol there is continuity. And let's test it out. So let's put this down. There's your range, and let's see what happens. So let's test it out like this first. Oops. All right. Here it is. So let's test it out over here. Oops. I'm not touching that right now. So we have continuity here. Hear that? That's continuity. So that means there is no broken shorts or anything like that in the wire. This is one continuous wire from left to right, and that's a good sign. So far so good with this. Let's test voltage out. All right, we're going to test voltage out on this power strip from US General. We're right now at zeroed out. Let's put this at voltage. which is AC. So that voltage with the little squiggly line, that means AC. Remember, the straight line with the dotted lines is DC, so that's batteries. So just think of this. DC Comics is a battery-operated platform. Marvel Comics is a little bit of squiggliness in there. If you know, kind of helps out. So let's test it out and see what happens. We're going to put the hot right there and the neutral there. 119.3.4 volts we're getting for a reading. There you go, guys. So I took the little caps off so I can just make sure I was getting good contact in the outlet itself. And we're getting good contact. And good thing they put these little safety things on it. Also, one good thing about this is it's got a kickstand. And it kind of snaps in. And the best part is you have little holders for your leads. Look at that, guys. Nice. Does this go up higher? Can we go up higher? Oh yeah, look at that. All right, so if you're like working, you're limited into your movements, you can put the leads up a little bit higher, and you're working like you need both hands pretty much. You can use this. You know what I mean, guys? But it's got the slots to put this close to the bottom, then wrap this up with the Velcro if you want to do it that way. So that's pretty cool. By the way, guys, I forgot to say, make sure when you're testing voltage, you put it right here. The black goes there and the red goes there for what you need, because it tells you right there. That's voltage, capacitance, temperature, continuity, and so hertz, all that stuff right there, right? Ohms. On this one is for amperage. And so that's, let me just take these out. And it's fused. It's got a maximum 800 milliamps. There's your Cat 3. So I don't know if a lot of people know what Cat 3 and Cat 4 means. So basically, when it comes to meters and stuff like that and non-contact voltage detectors, Cat 3 1000 volt means it's rated for indoor type of like if say you have a panel box outside. For the people that have panel boxes outside, you kind of want something Cat 4 rated, because you have like wet conditions. So something that's Cat 4 rated up to 600 volts, they do have Cat 4 1000 volt rated ones, but that's a more like a higher brand, like something like a higher end Fluke would have, maybe like the 378 FC version model, which is nice, or possibly the Fluke T6 1000 Pro. Those are good models. They might have the Cat 4 1000, but it doesn't matter. In this case, you have Cat 4 up to 6, so you can use this outside up to 600 volts, and the Cat 3 is rated for 1000 volts, which is excellent for indoors. So if your meter is only rated up to Cat 3, I would advise not to use it outside. But Cat 4, as long as it's got a Cat 4 rating and pretty much residential. I mean, you can use this in some commercial aspects, but it depends on what type of commercial work you're using, or HVAC or whatever. I would recommend the Cat 4, 600 volts or under, for those types of jobs. So it really is pretty nice. And shut it off. It's got the knob. You have some really, I'm telling you, this is some really nice grip overmolding. I really like this. This is really nice. It's got this nice texture on it all over the place. It feels good in the hand. It's comfortable, guys. It's not like that thick, but it's really comfortable. And you know, I like it. And you can change the modes on. So let's put it on capacitance. You can change auto. There's your modes. All different ones. There you go. I wonder if it resets back to where you left it. Yeah, it's got memory. So we're back at auto. All right, so it does have memory. That's where you can test the temperatures and all that stuff. So like I said, this has a lot of really good features. There's your low impedance. Oh, you have another off. Wait a minute. Okay, auto power off. All right, so, oh, a non-contact voltage tester. Let's try that out, guys. All right, let's put it back. Let's see how this works. So EF is your non-contact voltage test. It says right there. There you go. You use the red one, and we put it in the hot wire. Look at that, guys. Let's try the black one and see if it works. Black one works too. It's not reading there, but it reads there. Let's see if we can read both at the same time. That's a non-contact voltage test. I think it'll work, but once the red one hits inside. Yeah, see? So I only need one to use it as a non-contact voltage tester. I like that. Let me see if it reads it on the outside. No, but let's try it on the cable, on the wire. I'm gonna, oops. Got it off that thing. Alright. So we're in non-contact voltage testing. Let's read it. Can this read from here? Apparently not. Oh, wait a minute. Let me try if the black one can read it. Normally with a non-contact voltage tester, you would be able to read the hot line. And I have this circling around, so that is a weakness, but like I said, it works here on the outlet. But I'm actually a little bit surprised that it's not working. So you're going to need a non-contact voltage tester if you're trying to do a cable, because this isn't working, guys. And I don't know if that's what it's meant to. Oh, all right. It's got a I didn't see that until now. So you can use this as a non-contact voltage tester, or this. All right, my bad. My bad. Look at that. So it's got a non-contact voltage tester up here, and it tells you right there. So watch this. Perfect. Let's try it over here. It's not working, so you're gonna have to. If you put an outlet, you got to use the wire. You got to use the lead, the test lead. But if you're using it on a cable, you just use the tip where it says NCV up top. I didn't really see that. I don't even have my glasses on. That's why, guys. But yeah, so okay, so this works on cable, and this works on the outlet. So you have two ways of reading, but you got to realize that when you're testing, this is your NCV for cables and stuff like that, because this isn't going to work there. I can hear like a beep there. Oh, it's barely working. I would trust this more because you're getting a better contact. Yeah, all right. So that tells you a lot what this is about. All right, guys. So I was wrong about that little Velcro strap. It's actually for the hanger. So you put this little, snap this little bracket in there, this little buckle, plastic buckle clasp in here. I wonder if it's easy to get out. It's snapped right in. I don't want to unsnap it. But so this, you loop it through there, and then you Velcro it. Let me go out further. And then you loop it through this one, and here's your magnet. This is a double-sided, so it's a two-way, double-sided. So if you needed to do that, you got a hanger. Look at that. That is cool. Not a lot of other ones have that. And then if you want to go this way, you can do it. Look at that, guys. That's pretty neat. I know Klein has something like that, like with the belt loop thing, magnet. So if you're working in a panel, you can magnetize this to the panel and work from there without having to fuss or muss. And then, like I said earlier, you have the kickstand as another option. Right there. There's a kickstand. And you can just remove. You can remove that anytime you want. Like I said, that's pretty cool. It's a nice little option. And this kind of snaps right in. Perfect. Oh, nice. All right, guys. I was able to unsnap this just by kind of putting my finger there and like prying it out like that. But it does have like this little tab. Let me get the light and get it in there. See that tab? That's what holds this bracket. So I'd be careful if you're removing this on and off over time. I can see that being a weak point and this not grabbing that anymore. So if you're going to keep it on, just keep it on. Or if you're going to keep it off, don't put it on. So I put it on like this and kind of like twist it up. Oops. There it is. It's on now. So the little tabs is what's holding this friction, like a snap, and then you can remove it that way. But like I said, I wouldn't want to do that because it seems like a weaker point for the future. So that's a potential. But you can take the strap off and just leave it like that. So I like this meter. This is actually pretty nice. I like the case. Really nice. And you can just throw everything in the little pouch. It even fits with that little tab up. So it's a good size thing. All right, guys. Now we're going to do the contact voltage test. So let's show you the tool in action here. So this one there's your infrared and there's your non-contact. So let's do non-contact voltage testing. Push the button. It's ready to go. Let's go back over there and test it out and see how it works. This, by the way, this is the same kind of grip. So this is really nice. This seems like a really good quality. Let's try it out. Oops. Oh, that's the power off. So once is on. Not reading anything here. Let's try the cable. It's reading the cable. Why isn't it reading here? See, that's your hot. The little small one is your hot, and that's what it should be reading. And it's not working in there. Some of these other NCVs, you can go inside because they have that little plastic piece that's a little bit longer, but this one doesn't have it. Well, let me shut this off so I can show you better. See, it doesn't have that little extra tab. So let me try it again. Let's put it back there. It works fine. Now let's put it over here. Oh, we got a reading. I have to kind of push it in there though. That's the thing that's kind of annoying. So it's not. Yeah, it's kind of finicky on the. Oh, you got to go at an angle. Look at that. So we got it to work at an angle. Look at that. So it works. You just got to get the angle. So I would put it on the left side, left angle it. All right, let's see if it right angles. I like the left angle better. I don't know, for some reason it's more sensitive. There you go, guys. So it works, but it's kind of like a little finicky. So if you're facing the button up top, try to use that little left corner. So that's good. It's very simple, but it works nice. You know what I mean? It just has that little quirk, and it works really good. Yeah, it's not as sensitive on the right side, but it's sensitive on the left side. Oops. There it is. So Yeah, so I mean, you guys don't even depend 100% on non-contact voltage testers, but at least this does have its function. It's not going to be the best NCV tester because of that quirk, but it does have, I mean, it does work. You just have to kind of be finicky. So if you guys have it, use my version of the test. Let's see if it works on this. Look at that. It works fine there because you got more of a gap. Look at that. That's pretty good. I think it's because this is so small. Yeah, but it works really good on the cables. All right, let's test a regular outlet. All right, so that was finicky in that power strip. So let's test out a regular outlet, see if that's different. Look at that. It's extremely sensitive. Look, I only have to go this far from the outlet, and it goes wild, ham. Look at that. So maybe it's something to do with the power strip that makes it sensitive. Because look at that, no problems. I can even put it on this side and it gets, yeah. So that's one of the quirks. So if you're testing a power strip, I mean, I'm only using the power strip as a test because it was available, readily available, easy accessible. But if you're using it on an outlet, you're good to go. So I like this feature. Let's try the infrared. All right, you're gonna shut this off. That's how you shut it off. Let's turn it back on. So basically on, off. Infrared on. Now it says it's reading 54.1 in here, but it feels warmer than that, guys. But it's 53 degrees outside. Hold on. 53 degrees. All right, you got to hold, long press this to have the laser to be able to read the temperature. So long press. There's the laser on my hand. It's reading 84.3 degrees on my hand. And it's variable. Let's test out the wire strippers, these Doyle wire strippers. 57.9, 58.59, 59.7. Look at that. All right, this is pretty cool. I'm liking this. Let's test out the pull. I'm sure this is going to be on the colder side. Right there. 53 degrees. Yep. So it's a cooler item. 52.8 degrees. Nice. So this thing works pretty good. Yeah. All right. I like this. Let's see what it says over there. Let's get a zoom on. So that's the model number, trademark Doyle. Test on known live circuit before each use. So as a test meter, it's IP54 rated. I gotta say, this is pretty good. And then to shut off the IR, infrared, is it long press? Oops. Hold on. Or maybe it's the non-contact voltage set. Yeah. Alright, let's see this. I wonder if it has auto shut off, because it doesn't say. Like if you long press, you're going to be in non-contact infrared mode. You're going to have the laser out. See the laser? A little symbol. And double press it, does nothing either. So I wonder if it shuts itself off. Let's see. I don't know. But I can use the NCV button 2 times. So you push it on, it goes to NCV mode, and then shut it off again. So I gotta say, this is a good recommend. It's got its quirks, I will say that. It is going to be a top of the line model for Doyle, the Doyle function. and the fact that it doesn't come with those cheapy batteries like from the Ames days. I like that. I like this, guys. This is by no means a perfect multimeter. It is probably a beginner's electrician's multimeter, you know, for an apprentice. And I'm not going to say this is the end all to be all. You know, if you want an end all to be all, you get a field piece, you get a FLIR, you get a fluke. Like I'm going to get a fluke eventually. So that's why I don't want the clamp meter, because I want the fluke clamp meter, the 378 FC and the T6 1000 Pro, because I use that a lot. That's, you know, for jobs like that. Not that I use it fluke, because I don't have a fluke, but I used my Kleins, and I love the Kleins. The Kleins has been outstanding for me. Let's put that back in, and we'll put the temperature probe on this side. Let's put this in the case. This is a soft shell case. It's not a hard shell case, guys. So just to let you guys know that. But I gotta say, this is pretty neat. Like, it's sensitive. This is sensitive to a certain degree, and this has its, like I said, quirks. So it is what it is. I gotta say, this is a recommend for me for apprentices. This is a recommend for me for homeowners, maybe mechanics. You know, those HVAC apprentices, electrical apprentices. That's what it's for. And the DIY, the homeowner, or the semi-pro guys that are doing this, like the handyman or whatever. Like for me, I'm a handyman, but I use better stuff. It's not, I'm not gonna say it's bad, because it's not. This is actually a good meter. I really like the function. Like, this works good. This works good. Does it work excellent? No. This doesn't work excellent. I mean, we just showed it on that thing. It's not as sensitive, but I think it's because of the power strip. You know, that plays a factor. But this works pretty well. I like these. I like both of them, and I'm gonna be happy having these in my truck loadout, because now I actually have something that I'm not worried about. Like, I'm still gonna, you know, cry about it if it gets stolen, but not as bad as my Klein stuff. My Klein stuff is awesome, and then when I get fluke and FLIR, I mean a field piece, I'm not gonna get the FLIR, but the field piece I want, and the fluke I want, so I can have those types of meters, upgrades. But I do love my Kleins. I mean, I absolutely love the Klein stuff. The Klein stuff's been good, but this Doyle is good stuff. This is good. This is a recommend for me, not for like the guy that is the master electrician, not for the master HVAC tech. I'm talking about like journeyman and under, but preferably under apprentices. If you guys are on a budget, this is perfect for you. I can't say anything bad about this. It's got its quirks, but I think that's, again, the way we tested it. It worked good. You know, I have nothing to complain about. I'm extremely happy with this purchase. Like, happy. This is exactly what I think I needed for the truck loadout, and this is gonna fit the bill, guys. This is gonna fit the bill. So I'm very happy with it. It's like I said, by no means is it perfect, but it does the job. And I mean, can't say anything else about it. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit the bell for notifications. Hype the videos if you can. And as always, have yourselves a good day, good night. And the CE Tool Den is out.